Hey friends, I am so excited to be bringing you this video from Florida today. We are just going to do a quick, you could do this morning, evening, middle of the day, just to give you some energy, a little bit of relaxation, just some yoga to get your body moving and ready for whatever is coming next. So all I have today is a towel. So you won't need much of anything, but grab a mat, a towel, a blanket, some space, and let's get started with this practice for you this morning on meeting yourself where you are. So I'm going to head over here to my mat towel, and we are going to begin by just starting in a seated position. I have the sun on me. It feels wonderful. So I invite you to, if it feels good in your body, to just close down those eyes and bring your hands anywhere that feels good. Just allowing that breath to be how it is right now. We are in that space. If you're listening to this time of year, for me, it's the week between Christmas and New Year's. And I just am feeling into my body. Meeting it where it's at. Meeting myself where I am. Nothing to change, nothing to fix. Maybe now, if it feels comfortable, bring your hands to your heart, feeling into that heart space. What is there for you today? Greet it. Welcome it. Allow it to be there. I am feeling a lot of gratitude. I'm feeling a little bit of grief for what was. I just had my children with me and their significant others, and it was a wonderful celebration, a wonderful Christmas. And now, today, I'm giving myself that space to be with what was and what will come. And what is right now. And from here, we're going to open those eyes, reach those arms up. Maybe you look up. Exhale, bring those hands to your heart. We'll do 2 more breaths like that. Breathing and filling up, grabbing that energy in that space around you. Exhale, bring those hands down. 1 more. Inhale to reach up. Exhale. Bring those hands down. From here, we're going to do a twist. So we'll inhale to reach up. Exhale, that left hand comes to that right knee, that right hand behind us. Inhaling to grow long. Exhaling to twist. Maybe you gaze over that right shoulder. Being gentle here with your body. Keeping those sits bones grounded. Breathing in. Exhaling it away. Inhale to reach up. We'll go to the other side. Exhale. Right hand, left knee. Left hand behind. Sitting up tall. Looking over that left shoulder. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale, we'll come to center. Exhale. Bring those hands down. From here, we're going to move into a tabletop position to come into some cat-cows. I'm going to tuck my shirt in here a little bit. Bringing those wrists under those shoulders and those knees under those hips. And just go ahead and take any movement here that feels good. Maybe you gaze over that right shoulder, over that left shoulder. Coming to neutral, dropping that belly, inhaling cow. Exhale, round the spine, tuck that chin, push that earth away, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, drop that belly. Gaze is forward, neck is neutral. And then that cat, round that spine, tuck that tailbone, press the earth away. Come back to that neutral tabletop. From here, we're going to move into a thread the needle. So we're going to ground that left hand down. Inhale that right arm up. Maybe that right arm reaches toward the sky. Maybe it just goes out to the side. Breathing in. And then exhaling, taking that arm under, bringing that shoulder to the earth. Maybe that long hand tucks behind the back. You decide. From here, taking that left hand under left shoulder, inhaling, right arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Breathing in. Exhaling away. Maybe that hand tucks again. Taking it back down to the earth, bringing it under that shoulder, inhaling, left hand up. Exhale. Set that hand down. From this position, we're going to just come back onto our heels. Just taking a breath here, coming into this hero's pose. Breathing and releasing. And then from here, bringing our hands down to the mat, taking our knees out wide, bringing our toes together, we're going to come into a child's pose. Walking those hands out, taking that forehead to the earth. Breathing in here, feeling those back ribs expand. Exhale, blow it away. One more, just like that. Breathe in. Exhale it away. From this child's pose, checking in with yourself, asking what do you need from this practice today? From here, we're going to come to that tabletop, and then we're going to come to that downward facing dog. In this down dog, the weight is in the thumb and the pointer fingers. Chest is reaching for those thighs. Tailbone is reaching up, heels are reaching down toward the earth, taking the weight out of those wrists, pressing back. Head is heavy. Maybe pedaling out that dog, taking some small steps here. Breathing in, exhaling it away. From here, we're going to come to toes and step to the front of the mat. Coming into a forward fold here, just folding down. Inhale, we'll come to a halfway lift, fingers slide up, shins, crown reaches, that back is strong. Exhale to fold. Take those feet out wide, toes pointing forward, grabbing for opposite elbows, and just coming to that ragdoll, letting that head hang. Letting all of those thoughts release. Maybe you picture them falling onto the earth and you whooshing them away. Whatever doesn't serve you, you don't need it. Let it go. We'll come to a wide leg, halfway lift, and an exhale to fold. Bring those hands to the mat. Heel toe those feet about hip width distance. Keeping that left hand down, bend into that left knee, reach that right hand up toward the sky. Easy twist here. Maybe you have a block or something to support you here to bring that earth closer to you. Bring that right hand down, bend into that right knee. Inhale that left hand up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that hand down. On the inhale, we're going to reach and rise, grow tall, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring those hands to your heart. Setting up here to do a little bit of moving. Inhale, we're going to reach those arms up. Exhale, bring them down. We're going to step this right foot back, coming into a low lunge here. Maybe you have to wiggle walk that front foot forward. Inhale, those arms reach up to the sky. Breathing in here. Exhaling it away, shoulders relaxed, tailbone tucks. Breathe in. Exhale, we're going to bring those hands down to the mat, untuck that back knee, and move into a half split here. Peeling those toes up off the mat, stacking that hip over that knee. Your back is in that cow-like position. Maybe that belly is a bit dropped. From here, we're going to walk over to the left. Walking over to the left, maybe gazing over that left shoulder. Stretching out this hamstring. Yes, I know we don't like this position a lot because that hamstring is tight. Walking back to center. We're going to tuck that back foot, come back to that low lunge, and then step back to that downward facing dog. Breathing in here. Exhaling it away. Inhale, we'll step to the front of the mat. Exhale to that fold. Back is flat. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers slide up, shins, crown reaches. Back is strong. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we'll reach and rise to grow tall, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring those hands to the heart. This time we're going to step back on to that left foot, stepping back into that low lunge. Right knee is tracking over right ankle. Tailbone is tucked. Belly is in. Inhale, reach those arms up. Create that space. Breathe in. Exhale it away. Relax those shoulders. Back heel is lifted. Toes pointing forward. Breathe in. Exhale, bring those hands down to the mat. Drop that back knee, untuck toes. Slide back into that half split. Maybe peeling those toes up off the mat. Cow like that back, sending that bottom back. And then walking hands over toward the right. Stretching into this right hamstring. Breathing in. Exhale, come back to center. Pop up that back knee, ground those hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Breathing in. Exhaling away. Inhale, we'll step to the front of the mat. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise to grow tall. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Moving into a standing series here. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, we'll step that right foot back. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands to our heart. Open up, warrior two. Back toes spin toward the long edge of the mat. Front toes toward the short. Gaze over that top hand. Shoulders are stacked over hips. Shoulders are relaxed. I always like to think of this front hand as the future. My gosh, something big just jumped out of the water over there. Wow, that was cool. my backhand as the past. What did I learn from my past that I can bring into my future while I stay right here in the present moment? Breathing in, exhaling it away. Inhale, we'll reach up and back. Peaceful warrior, opening your heart to all the possibilities. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Spin that back foot toward the front. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. Exhaling it away. Inhale, step to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale brings us to that halfway lift. Make this a pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring those hands to the heart. Step that left foot back this time. Inhale, up, high crescent. Exhale, we'll open to warrior two. Spinning those back toes toward the long edge of the mat. Front toes toward the short. Gazing over that top hand here. Breathing into this pose. From here, we'll reverse this warrior. Reach up and back. Open your heart. All those possibilities waiting for you. Breathe in. Exhale. Cartwheel down. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathing in. Exhaling it away. Inhale, we'll step to the front of the mat. Exhale to that tight fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring those hands to the mat. Heel toe those feet wide. Coming into our next ragdoll pose. Maybe you take those peace fingers, grab those big toes. Bend those elbows, dive down. Breathing in, exhaling it away. Letting all of those thoughts trickle out, brush them away. Keep what you need, let go of what you don't. Inhale, wide leg, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, heel toe those feet back together. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time, coming to stand. We're going to work into a balancing pose here. Just a simple tree. So just feeling those feet grounding you right now. Weight is in the ball of the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. Reach those arms up, breathe in. Gather that space, that energy. Exhale, bring it into heart center. We're going to take those right toes out and then slide them in. Maybe they remain on the ground and they kiss your ankle. Maybe they slide up to your shin. That's where mine are going to stay today. Inhale, maybe you grow those branches. Gazing at a point that is low and not moving, that dristi. Trying not to grip with those toes. Pulling that core in. You are a strong, grounded tree. You may shake and you may sway, but you always come back to the center, to yourself. Inhale. Exhale, bring that down. Taking the weight into that right foot this time. The ball of that right toe, pinky toe and heel grounding you down. Take those left toes out and slide them in. Is this tree a little different than the other tree? Maybe that foot is pressing firmly into that calf, just not on that knee joint. Inhale to grow those branches. Remember, gazing at something that is not moving, and low helps you to balance. Try to wiggle those toes. Sway. Breathe in. Exhale, bring those hands down. Maybe one more breath in. Big breath up. Exhale, let it go. Shake that out. From here, we're going to move on to the ground to just do some some grounding exercises, and then we will move into our Shavasana. So from here, we're going to inhale to reach up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to take our hands to the mat and come up onto our toes, coming into a ball pose here. Maybe those heels are lifted. Breathing in here. Feeling that stretch, giving those feet some love. Maybe you take a hold of your knees. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center. You are stronger than you think. Bring those hands down to the mat and then just sit back onto your bottom here. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water and then we'll move into balancing the body and taking a little rest. So because my right knee is bent, I'm going to move into this stretch, keeping that right foot on the ground, taking that left leg long and strong, inhaling to reach up, exhale, we'll twist, bringing that elbow and holding on to that knee, gazing over that right shoulder, breathing in here, exhale, one more breath in, and then an exhale brings us forward. I'm going to take my right leg out long, flexing those feet. Maybe those heels lift up off the mat a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, folding over. Coming into this forward fold. Whew. Those hamstrings are tight today. Breathing in here. Letting that head drop on the exhale. And then from here, we're going to bring that left foot in, right leg long and strong on the mat. Inhale to reach up, exhale, twist, sitting up tall, breathing in, and out. Inhale, reach up, take that leg forward again, and come into that fold one more time, letting that head fall. Feeling those back ribs expanding on that inhale. Exhale, letting something go. From here, we're going to bring our feet to the mat, coming down onto our backs. Bringing those knees in. Maybe just rolling back and forth. Or taking knee circles one way and the other. Now we're going to take those arms out to a T. Let our knees fall over to the right. Maybe that gaze is up at the sky. Maybe it's over to the left. You decide. Breathing in here to the supine twist. And then with our power, we're going to bring those legs back to center. And then exhale them over to the left. Trying to keep that right shoulder down on the earth. Gaze to the sky or over to the right. Bringing those knees back up with that strong core. And then bringing them down to the earth. We're going to come into one bridge pose here, walking those heels back to meet those fingers. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Just one gentle rolling bridge. So pressing through those heels, tucking that tailbone, lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping those shoulders grounded on the mat. And then rolling down from the top, vertebrae by vertebrae, pressing those knees forward. Then from here, we're going to bring those feet together, knees fall out wide, coming into this Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe you take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Come back to yourself. Come back to this present moment. Bring that mind and body together here. And this is where we will end our practice here in this supine position, laying on our backs, taking as much time here as we need. A deep breath in to fill up, and a long exhale to release. I invite you today, tomorrow, to remember to come back to yourself, to feel into your body, and to give yourself what you need. Do you need a breath? Do you need a reset? Do you need connection? Staying here as long as you need, or taking your time to press yourself up to that seated position. Coming here back to where we started, bringing those hands to your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I will leave you with this blessing. May the long sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide your way today. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, bring those thumb knuckles to the middle of your forehead, your third eye, your intuition. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Recording. Nope.